Hello and welcome back. Alright, so we're on the road and we see some barbarians with Brand the Defiler. Let's deal with this. Also, is this the same group? Perhaps it is, yes. So we're using kind of a leveling lineup here. Not fully, but mostly. So Brand the Defiler has a famed armor. Well, that's pretty good for us, I'd say. Well, probably. Probably pretty good. Anyways, you can just stay there. I was debating moving one tile, but you can just stay there. Oh, and... oh, you're being a little bit cautious. Well, I might decide that we use Blitzkrieg later, depending on where they end up. Anyways, let's just start doing things with Horik. This is a pretty easy fight. So I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking once again. But we've noticed plenty of times that underestimating enemies in Hardened does not lead to good results. Anyways, I don't have 3 allies for Fahad because Kelmer, the voice of Davkul, is in a hall for some reason. But I can change the 3 ally thing by rotating, or, well, not rotating, by moving one of these guys. We probably will use the Blitzkrieg straight away. Especially if I make this move. Well, sure, let's make it. And then we'll save 4 action points to potentially rotate someone. Okay, and Dieter, let us see here, so probably just in the middle. Yeah, it looks like I should probably just use the Blitzkrieg. And so I think I will. Alright, so does it hit everyone? Well, it doesn't matter if it doesn't hit Leonhard. Though if somehow every single one of these weapons manages to hit him, I would definitely like to have that Indom active, but oh well. I'll also use the Onslaught. Okay, and sure, let's rotate one of these guys. Doesn't really matter which one. I guess I'll go for you. Alright, might be actually attacking a Chosen instead of the dog, so let's not do anything there. Let's save this kill for Hakon, ideally, as long as he doesn't miss the 95 for a Berserk activation. Here I'll just deal with the dog. And also, I had forgotten that Bertwin actually has Berserk, but he does. There you are, and then you wait. Okay. So if I engage here, am I getting some... well, engage there specifically. Am I getting someone for Hakon to bonk? I would imagine no, so I'll actually go here instead. Looks like the champion wants to be bonked. Though then again, there's these two here. And they have reached my so-called squishies, though they do have some defenses by now. Going to cheat with adrenaline, huh? And so is this one. Well, that sucks a bit. This one can go for a round swing if he decides that his partner isn't that fun to keep around. So initiative of 21. I guess I go for the stun. I mean, it is a 2-turn stun as well, and they don't have resilience, so let's go for this. Go for that. Okay, 30%, huh? He gets that lucky 30%. All right. Well, this situation is solved. So there we go. Okay. What a time to regain your composure. Now you'll just die. You would have been able to leave, but nope. So were you actually inspired there? It seems you were, so... okay. Helmer in the hall was able to provide that. Sounds like a children's book. Helmer in the hall. Okay. Just two more. One more. So were you inspired there? Yes, you were. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so famed armor. It seems like it's not that good. We'll see if I actually use it. Weight of 17. Well, perhaps it's better than... Well, it's definitely better than something like this. So yes, I will use it. But let us do some comparison. Some comparing. So obviously the aspect of Davkul is far better. But also better if you don't take into account its special property. How about this? 224. Well, yes, obviously this is better. Yes, it will get used. Actually, if I give it to Hakon here, who does have anticipation, which doesn't work with bone plating, is that actually good? Let's see, what happens to his nimble values? Take 12% more, take 19% more. I guess we could go with that. And then, since I don't want a bone plating on it, I guess I use a fur padding. Since he's not using initiative. So I guess I could have taken flexible instead of nimble. He has like some initiative. But too late now. Yeah, I suppose I'll go ahead and put a fur padding into that. And then, let's see here. Where's that nimble armor that I just took away? There it is. So chieftain's plated fur. Let's see here. So it's a bit better than this, and Horek is very valuable. Sure, let's make that switch there. This is probably fine. Well, it's better as an armor, but I'm thinking about the attachment. I think it's fine because Randolph here is flexible, so he does benefit from initiative more than others. Okay, this is better than that, but let's see. What is this durability here? 154. How about this? 128. I'll switch there. And you're using a kind of bad armor, so you can have that one. Okay, there we go. Upgrades. Eventually, I guess we might get Hakon a better piece that, well, with lower weight and maybe even with more durability. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh yes, we were heading towards the Hanging Man Fort to see if we can deal with that. So let's get a move on, I guess. The sacrifice was on day 416, so there is a lot of time until the next one. Brigand Hunters. Now what the hell are they trying to hunt? It's day 420. Alright, so this is... Yes, it's doable. It's not easy. It's not easy. Several sharpshooters, so this should be a nighttime battle if we take it. Casper the Cut Purse. A Hedge Knight, a Master Archer. Okay, I'm not worried about those, but there's lots of Highwaymen. That can be rather nasty. They are not easy. And there's a Robber Baron. And some killers. Okay, I think we'll still leave this place. How about this place? The Stirring Crypt. There's also a couple of locations here. We probably can't do this one, but how about this one? I don't know what's inside. Well, let's go take a look at the Stirring Crypt. I'll leave the Hanging Man Fort. We could most likely win that fight, but casualties might happen, so once again, not really worth in this origin, I'd say. Not at the moment. And this is not worth it. There's potentially 4 Yeah, this is insane. 4 necromancers potentially, some ghasts, several fallen heroes, dozens of fallen soldiers. That's insanity. No. Well, I do like it that the camps are difficult, but that's a bit much. Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day we will be strong enough. Let's go to Wagenheim. We will need to head back south to get an indebted again. So yes, the wilderness is not easy. And you're asking me to hunt lindworms. I will pass on that, though we could maybe do that. Thiemo the Liar. The cripple. Let's see if he's any good. So try out some of these low tier backgrounds to see if there's anything special here. This guy is a fencer. We do want a fencer. Or would like to have one. Guess we can take a look. He's unlikely to actually be good. But let's take a look. So first up, the cripple. Well, he certainly is a cripple. 26 hit points. I've seen hit point amounts similar, even lower, but that was in Legends. That might be the lowest amount of hit points I've ever seen outside of Legends. He has 3 stars in melee defense. We'll still skip him though. I think. Yeah, we will skip. Lothar the Lucky. The fencer wannabe. Okay, well, he's not good enough, I'd say. He's mediocre. 1 star max rolled melee skill. Okay, so let's move on. Onwards to Schwertfeste. Let's get some training. If that's something that we can get at this point, it seems we can, so let us do so. Also, I'm still deciding... Well, I'm still waiting to decide what to do with the Raban here. I think I will make my decision based on what kind of famed reach weapon I find. So if I find a good Paul hammer, then we'll just go with that. I guess I could, if I played really carefully, make him a frontliner still, even with this amount of melee defense, but I don't want to do that. At some point I would just get him killed. Though he does have the rotation. So I suppose if I choose a weapon mastery, then if I somehow, for some reason, decide if he rolls like well enough with melee defense, if he's in the veteran levels, at that point I guess I can give him a non-reach variant, if I can speak English, of that weapon type, and then he could go into the front line. Anyways, nothing famed available. Let's get a few supplies. And I suppose we're done. No, we're not done. Let's check the recruits. This guy has discovered talent, but his traits are bad, so I will skip him. Doing this also clears all of the recruits, since I can dismiss them, so that's kind of beneficial for us. Back to basics. Lucky, drunk farmhand. Well, he'd need to roll exceptionally well, but I guess I'll check him. I'll check this militia guy as well. This disowned noble I will leave here. Okay, militia. That's not quite good enough, I'd say, at this point in the run. Earlier on, yes, kind of. He does have 2 stars in range defense and parry. 2-star melee skill, but started out pretty low. Could have rolled 62. Did max roll the defenses, but no stars in melee defense. I will skip. And I will also skip the farmhand. But I feel generous enough that I will give him 10 bucks to spend somewhere. Okay, well, let's once again go south-ish. Let's go to Dornberg. So we are on the Orc ambition, so I could go here and see if we can do this place. If not, then there's potentially something else. Another Orc location. Let's go there. Let's get this ambition done. If we're able to. Brigands. Well, we'll kill them first. A robber baron. Okay. And a hedge knight. A few marksmen. A few sharpshooters. Some highwaymen. So not a pushover fight, but it's still kind of a leveling fight. Guess we'll probably go with the same lineup, so leave out Mattis, Raban and Sven. So I could leave out Leonhard instead here. Nah, let's do that. Let's switch it up a bit. So yeah, I'm hesitant to use Raban in battle while he still has 2 unspent perk points, because I just cannot reach a decision here. If I didn't already have 2 pole armors, then I guess the decision would be easy to make. I'd just go with pole arms, but I already have 2. Having 3 is fine, but I don't have a famed pole arm, though it's pretty easy to find one, I guess. Usually. Usually I'm swimming in famed pole arms at some point. I guess I could put Mattis in. The build isn't really working with this weapon though, since the riposte doesn't seem to be dealing damage with this weapon because of some reason. But I don't know. And of course these weapon types don't have riposte. If I had taken Rebuke instead, then that would work. But yeah, I'll just go with this lineup that we have. Also, I see more Brigand tracks over there. Hedge Knight over there. We'll see if they want to advance sufficiently far to warrant using Blitzkrieg already. Kind of looks like no. Hedge Knight is heading into the back line. Okay, well, we need to advance then. Okay, which one would I like to bonk more? So where's the Robber Baron? I guess this one. Though this one can hit me back. Eh. Here's a Marauder. Alright, we'll use the Blitzkrieg later, so let's just advance here. Somewhere into the middle. I'm not imagining it, am I? There was a Robber Baron. I guess he might have moved away for some reason. The AI works in mysterious ways. Who the hell knows? Anyways, I'll rotate this guy because he has Vigilant, so he benefits a bit. A tiny bit from that. You have nimbleness. It pays to be, or it pays off to be a little bit cautious when faced with some archers, because they do be targeting and hitting the same person often. So if they really want Farid to die, they might be able to do so despite him being nimble, when he only has 57 hit points. Oh well. So it goes sometimes. That's kind of a tempting spot to take, but I don't think I will. Instead, let's go on the flank here. That would be 3 allies for Fahad. I'll move like there. That's a bit safer from that weapon. And sure, go ahead and engage. Brigand Raider has arrived. Okay, hold steady might actually make more sense here than Blitzkrieg. So I'll just use that. I could still use Onslaught. But I won't. Just end there. Going for Wilhelm. He might even step away now, despite being hit only once so far. And I guess you wait, since that means you can attack again. Alright, so there's a possibility of getting stunned here, so I guess I should probably, in that case, just move and maybe activate Berserk with this skill, which means I can attack again. There you are! Why are you over there? You silly, silly Robber Baron. See what happens when you're not around. Okay, I'll actually move back there. Only 66s there. Okay, he's coming in. If he's coming in on this flank, it should be fine. So I've taken one hit on Wilhelm. I guess he can still stick around. I could go for a stun on the Hedge Knight. Not sure if that's probably actually unnecessary with this amount of damage nearby. So maybe just attack with the 40% and miss, because it do be like that. And okay, never mind, we don't get to attack twice with Horik. Well, that's too bad. I think I'll actually move here. That means I should be able to attack twice despite not being unstoppable. And you move like there. Disarm that fool. Haven't taken damage yet here. All right. I guess I advance like there. There's a slight chance. Well, I don't know. Is it more than slight? That actually the Robber Baron can reach this spot. And since he's fresh and furious, he could attack there, so maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit too risky, actually. Just move like there. Let's not get carried away. Not with the newbies. Sure. Weird move. Decides to rotate this guy in. Okay. Well, now I'll use the Blitzkrieg. And also the Onslaught. We'll see if I'm able to kill the Hedge Knight before he gets to do something. Nice try. There we go. Hedge Knight defeated. Bertwin unable to do anything in this fight. Well, let's just advance like that. Hello, guys. How are you feeling? Okay, I'll be greedy here, I think. Yeah, let's kill this guy. Surely we'll be fine. So this Marauder will get away if he wants to leave, unless I just walk next to him. Guess I could do that. 38 melee defense, 57 hit points, nimble. I don't think it's worth the very minor risk. Just do that. But yeah, I can just do this as well, so it's fine. Crushed. Okay, next group should be around here, yes. Similar. Easier though. So they do have a more ranged power. Less melee power. Farid, level 9. Get those hit points up to 60. Let's take Unstoppable, though I'll probably do a lot of waiting around. Doesn't really benefit this guy that much. So he can attack with one stack of Unstoppable twice with the Goblin Pike. Okay, let's see. This is fine. Okay, Wilhelm I might sit out. Or switch his armor. I'll switch him out. Let's put Mattis in. Orik has taken a bit of damage. I don't need him for this fight. I'll put him out. Let's put the tank in. And then we should be fine. Hopefully we don't get bad terrain. Now then again, this will... Oh, and even more brigands. Brigand Central. Anyways, we can just fight on the plains here. They probably don't want to advance. Well, technically that is advancement. Okay, I'll just engage here. And also here. And once again, we use the abilities later. Alright, hopefully that doesn't happen again. That would be not good. Actually rotate him into the bush there. Just because he took one crossbow bolt. They're going for Bertwin. Carolus takes a hit. Okay. Was it you whom... Yes, you're the one that I gave Unstoppable for, but of course you need to actually land a hit for that to come in effect. Chance 47. How rude. Okay, well, let's... As I said, the riposte, the actual build kind of works, but the damage from this weapon doesn't. So I don't know, we'll just wait here instead of moving into riposte. Oh, god damn it. I thought this was Hakon. Whoops. Am I in trouble now? Probably not, but maybe. That's pretty bad. That is indeed pretty bad. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, this weapon is good with the sword thrust, since it ignores so much armor. But the riposte actually doesn't work, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was pretty bad. I think in order to keep him a bit safer, I'll do this. So that the Master Archer and the Sharpshooter cannot go for him. And also this should be a disarm, right? Yeah. Yeah, that should keep him safe. We're taking some damage on Bertwin. Okay, you can stop now, please. Please stop. Okay, there we are. They want Bertwin to die. They will be unsuccessful, I'd say. Alright. A little bit more. There we go. Inventory is filling up. Okay, well, we need to do some prioritization here. We do have a lot of junk, it seems. A lot of junk. Alright, good enough. Sadly, yes, we need to go and sell now. So where will we go? Anyways, Reinhardt has failed his potential. Damn it, Reinhardt. Damn it, Reinhardt. Well, we've succeeded 3 times, so it is what it is. Anyways, it's time for you to go then. And that also means I don't need to worry about him being a dastard. Anyways, the inventory is full, so I'll have to wait before I let him go, because his equipment can't fit. If I sell at Hohentum, the selling price will be pretty bad. We are pretty far from locations that aren't Hohentum or Schwedfeste, sadly. Damn it. Back to Schwedfeste, I guess? Okay. No, this is the same tracks. Okay. Well, that's how it goes with these promised potentials. Bertwin is being converted. Show him the darkness. Okay, let's sell a few things and then dismiss the failure. Alright, a few more and then we are ready. Okay. So now it is goodbye, Reinhardt. Okay, Wilhelm levels out of that. Picks up Bone Breaker. Carolus, level 15. Sven, level 16. Raban has leveled again. Once again rolls a +1 for melee defense. So yeah, it's a reach thing that we have to do here, it seems. I also would like to have some more base fat, so I will improve that. Okay. So it's not going to be a parry build. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll wait until we actually find, like I said. Well, probably wait until we find a famed weapon, which I'd like to use. Let's go to Splitterberg. So obviously I could go... Well, no. Let's go back here. We have the inventory space now. Let's see if I can find that orc camp that we can deal with. Or something else like brigands. Throatcutter's Burrow is on a hill. It seems to be a bit easier than the camp over here. But yeah, it's on a hill with a master archer and some sharpshooters. A robber baron, a swordmaster, some marauders, many highwaymen. Okay, I don't know, we could do that. We could do that. At least if the terrain rolls well enough. However, it should not be attempted during the night, daytime. So someone can fit in the lineup, that can be you. How many non-cultists do we now have, and who was it who got converted? Ertwin. Mark it down here. Okay, it seems we have 2 non-cultists anymore. I'll leave this place. If we fight it, it's a nighttime battle. Though the lineup will be different, probably, by the time we'll be back there. I don't want to wait here for nighttime just for that. See, nachos, I'll ignore them. Orc hunters, they're running. Something's over there. Overgrown homestead. Well, that we can use to get the ambition done. It's a full-on leveling fight, so these 2 in, I say. So let's leave out someone still. Randolph? Randolph, you have been chosen. 32 orc young. Okay. I think we'll just hold where we are. We'll just hold steady at the start of next round. Should I use it already? I don't know. Anyways, we'll hold. Not afraid of orc young. Should I be? I don't think I should. Not even 30 plus. So Helmer should be faster than most of them are. Not this one. But it should be fine. Okay, so it seems like no one did get stunned. Hold steady. Okay, please advance, you stupid orcs. Come on. That's the spirit. Okay, some flankers coming in there. But I could just ignore them, I think. It's safer to use Mattis here, though. Can he handle all of this on his own? Maybe not. I have the polearm support there. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I dare say, I will be fine. Rip deer, so Mauler works. Okay. Sure. Okay. Might be getting stunned now. There's the stun. There's the stun. And there's the stun. Okay. Any more stuns? No? Accidentally killed the wrong one. There we are. Should be able to kill all of them. Okay. Ridiculous amount of experience, at least for Mattis. Nearly 1800. And that is the ambition done. Raban, level 7. Yeah, those are the old perk points. Never mind. Bertwin, level 9. Okay, I'll take one more resolve roll. And let's take Flail Spinner. And for level 10 we'll probably take Backstabber. Okay, let's go to Splitterberg now. So now we have, finally, the Orc Trophy. I think I'll keep Dieter with the Undead Trophy, but I might switch those at some point. So let's make someone like Hakon immune to stuns. Sure. Now the thing is, though, I will forget that he's using that, but at some point I will remember it. Could fight some nachos for experience, but we can probably find something else to do here as we go. Maybe not, but... well, I'm hoping that no goblin groups. That's the likely Oh, even more orcs. Well, we can kill more orcs. Ruins of Fieren. Isn't that the anime? Never watched it. Anyways. So they do have berserkers this time. How many? Many. So, I don't know, let's not underestimate this. I'll leave out Raban since he's not using his perk points. Randolph in for maybe one newbie. Who's the newbie that gets shelved? If so. I don't really need Randolph in. Maybe I'll put someone else out who's a veteran so that Randolph gets some play time. Let's sit out Sven, actually. Let's do it like that. So I didn't take a look at the armor situation. Let's take a look at that so I don't accidentally get someone killed because of that. Yeah, it's fine. Oh. The terrain is okay. It's not okay. I say okay, but it's not okay. Well, we'll just, I guess, either hold or pull back a bit. I don't know. Annoying. Annoying when it's like this. I think I'll pull back a bit. So we could definitely fight where we are against this opposition. And even attack here with Horik. Okay, fine. They're easy enough. Let's just fight where we are. I will get someone stunned because I do this though, but no one should be dying. Does get a bit messy though. Potentially. I could just hold where I am with Carolus because of the Vigilant, but then again, let's just move here. So if I do that, no one's going to take that spot, which means less targets for Horik. Move there. Okay, let's do that. Is there a rotation? That's good. Doesn't look like it. There's a hole here. And then there's a dead tree. Well, now I remember Hakon is immune to stun, so we can put him like there. Use the abilities later. Should be fine here, right? Doesn't hit Randolph anymore. Yeah, stay where you are. Okay, well, you lose the unstoppableness and the decisiveness. You get stunned. Lower the combat speed a bit. Okay, it's time to hold steady, I'd say. Nothing else. Clear some space. So if I kill... Well, then again, never mind. I can just move Dieter there. I was going to say, if I clear space here, then a Berserker might step there and hit Carolus or Mattis. And it wouldn't feel nice. You are in hold steady range, Dieter. Yes. Well, since we're holding steady, I could advance somewhere. If I do so, though, Fahad loses his 3 allies. I can get him 3 allies, though. I don't know. Just hold where you are. You can just hold there. Nice try, buddy. Okay, let's see. Wilhelm, do nothing, I guess? Do nothing. Alright, Mattis, if you can't handle an Orc Berserker, etc., then... I don't know, I guess you die. Wait and weaken these targets with someone else. Yeah, eventually that will happen. Split man hits chance 5. Also inflicts an injury. Don't have steel brow. Don't have anticipation. I could have taken anticipation, but I didn't. Are you within range? It seems you are. Now it's time to blitzkrieg. And also hold onslaught. So we definitely don't want that happening again in this fight. Well, technically never. Still confident on Dieter. So technically there's a couple of Berserkers still around that might be able to do the same. He can take like one more hit like that before he dies. Very unlikely to happen, of course. But technically it can happen. Nice try. This one is going for a flank. That might actually be semi-bad. You have that active though, so you'll be fine, right? I'll try this move, might fail. Success, okay. This one is also going for a flank. Oh well. We'll just have to deal with that as that happens. Move somewhere like maybe actually there so that we have the 3 allies. So if I move here, even if you do get stunned, at least we can deal. Sorry, my throat was not cooperating. Anyways, I was going to say that we can deal with whatever comes there with the polearms. So let's move there. I don't want to lose Unstoppable, but if I try to do something here, well, I guess this is fine. More than fine, even. Won't have 3 allies for Fahad, but I can move Helme. So let's do so. I'll also use this because what else will I do? Okay. Could potentially be problematic for Wilhelm here. 69. Initiative. 25, 79. I'll do this. And let's kill this one. It's a bit of a waste of time. What the hell are you doing? Again? Yeah. Okay. Well, this time it was at 12%. And shouldn't be happening anymore. Another injury as well. Okay. Well, that will happen. This is Battle Brothers. That will happen. When there's a chance, it will happen, eventually. As long as it doesn't happen too many times. So, yeah. This one needs to go, because we can't afford another 12%. This one manages to hit his own ally. You wait for this one to be dead. Peter is still confident. Also do have the taunt with Mattis. Then we even miss a 95 decapitation, but it doesn't matter. It's going to hurt getting hit by that if it happens, but... well, okay, never mind. Okay, Dieter, you can relax now. One to go. Well, there we go. Peter does survive, getting hit twice by a man-splitter. Plenty of experience again. Inventory is full. Again. Okay, there we go. Peter, you may now sit out. Sven in. Mattis, level 12, gets 2 perk points thanks to having Rising Star. And I don't know what to do with them. As it stands, I'm semi-regretful of taking an guard, because this weapon's riposte doesn't work. So instead I could do Second Wind, Battle Flow, and Killing Frenzy, or Tempo, or Pathfinder, something like that. Do I need Battle Flow when I have the Voice of Davkul? Perhaps I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Let's level Farid here first. Level 10. Getting closer to potential. I'll take Killing Frenzy. Hakon, level 17. Has reached 100 hit points. So yes, Mattis. I don't know. Guess it's not a huge mistake to take any kind of combination out of the things marked in blue. There might also be something that I'm underestimating, not considering out of the non-selected things available. Vanquisher is obviously good, but it's not as good if you are planning on just walking up to the enemies and riposting. Second Wind definitely has uses, but it kind of doesn't really work well with Enguard together. But then again, you can't rely on Enguard's recovery of action points, really. So then again, when you use weight to recover action points, actually it does work in conjunction with Enguard. Actually it does. If I'm understanding this correctly, because Second Wind triggers first, and then Enguard will trigger when they attack you. So I guess I could take Second Wind. I'm always using a 4 AP weapon anyway. Sure. Second Wind. It's going to perhaps take me some time to remember that he has second wind, but eventually I will. I'm doing so well with that with Peter. He has one more perk point. So yeah, I'm not sure if I need Battle Flow, because the Voice of Davkul probably takes care of that. Kind of, and if I have to recover occasionally, it's fine, so I can take something else. I'll not take Battle Flow, I think. So what will I take? So it's between Killing Frenzy, Vanquisher, Pathfinder, Tempo, and Survival Instinct. I think Survival Instinct is probably the least useful here, but I'm not sure about that. But I will not take it. All of these have uses. I haven't taken Dynamic Duo on anyone. I don't think I'll start here, but one could definitely argue for it. So I could select someone like Hakon, perhaps, as the duo, or Carolus, and then we at least have the free rotation. Where is it? Shuffle. 0 EP, 5 fatigue. Once per turn. Yeah, I should really try that out at some point again. I tried that out in my first run of Reforged, and, well, it didn't really work out for them. I still remember that. But even if you don't plan on separating them from the rest of your team to get the resolve and initiative, the free shuffle thing is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I don't think it's correct here, though. I don't know. We'll see. Let's move. Also, is there a temple here? No. There is not. Is there a temple there? Yes. We'll probably go to Hardened from here. They are having orc troubles, which we might have solved. Okay, I recruited deserters to see if he's any good. He's not. See ya. Inventory's filled up. Need some food pretty soon. Selling for 15. I'll sell some things, but we'll offload the majority at Hardened, ideally. But I should make some space in case that's needed. And I will. Alright. Let's move on. Oh yes, the Undead Crisis is the last one we have, and it seems it's about to trigger soon. So we find an Undead group here. We'll deal with that. So yeah, should I just give Mattis here something? Probably. I think I'll take Vanquisher. Despite it not really working that well in conjunction with Riposte, but he's not going to be just riposting, especially not now. Sure. Let's take that. That's him finished. Haven't used Taunt even once yet, but we will at some point. Undead here. Not the best of starts. Provide inspiring presence somewhere, like here. Is that too far? Might be a bit aggressive. Yeah, it's probably a bit too much. I'll move there. Also use the onslaught now. So they do take 50% less piercing damage. But we can still deal, well, 50% damage with certain weapons like this. So, okay, that deals essentially nothing. Yes. But this was able to deal some damage. Anyway. Oh, you feel tanky. Why are you feeling so tanky? One with the shield, I guess. As well as the skeleton property attribute. I don't know, just do that. Okay. Against these we can deal damage. So yeah, once again, second wind is something that I'll need to remember, but yeah. Okay, so second wind from there. Chance 5, okay. There we are. Leonhard, level 14. There we are. Okay, next ambition. Goblin ambition again is offered. Do I even care about their amulet? I don't think I do. I'm not getting archers, we don't even have one. 2 hammers. Possible, but unlikely. We'll choose no ambition here. Okay, here we are. Let's first get an indebted. Buddy. 3-star melee skill 61, okay. Alright. Yeah, it's getting to be an issue that these guys are level 4 and 5. If I go on a recruiting spree here. Guess I could get rid of them and get new ones. Nahib, the arena king. Are you dumb? You're not dumb. You're a professional. That's not good enough for us. No promised potential backgrounds. Okay, sure. Sure. I don't know if it actually matters if I pay reparations to indebted. But I will do so. I'll get rid of these 2 ones, because they've leveled. So they won't necessarily be considered for the sacrificial pool, which is chosen randomly from the 4 lowest level roles you have. So you guys can go. You can also give us a little bit of experience as you go. A little tiny bit. Okay, and then we get Hamdin al-Hadi. Actually, let's mark it down like this now that you're the same age, so to speak. So equip some of these things. Also, let's see. Yeah, this is the weapon I was going to sell, so I will sell it here, I think. So we need 1 more indebted. There's not any indebted left here. Weaponsmith has nothing. Alchemist has kind of nothing. I'll treat Dieter's injury. We'll just head straight on to the next place, I think. But what is the selling price here? It is 20. I will sell. Okay. So let's see what the arena has. 5 desert bandits, yes, easy enough. So let's get Horik in there. And maybe Hakon. Elmer is probably someone I'd like to get some more resolve for. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still. He also has the tactician abilities for the arena. And inspiring presence. Okay, I'll bring him since this is an easier fight. And then I need a heavy hitter. So Hakon or Carolus. Let's go with Hakon, I think. Kind of a lucky hit there. I'll take it. Crushed. Okay, so now we just, well, I guess I checked. So this is probably serpents, but I check if this is perhaps something else. It's Drive of Nomads. Okay, I will not do that. I will instead go to the hub. I will leave those lindworms be. We'll fight lindworms perhaps after I've done the goals of the run, so I don't risk the company for really no reason. Like we could, I mean we'd win against those, but I don't think I want to risk it. Always the chance that they hit those low percentage shots and deal immense damage and then just someone dies. Okay, they have a 3-skull caravan. We might take this. That can spawn some nice things, some very nice things. But first we wait for morning. There is another contract here. Ifrits, I will skip. I mean, I could do that, but let's skip. So, one indebted. Nuh the Swift. Welcome, Nuh. You're a lucky guy. Okay, let's see about these others. Discovered talent. Okay. Okay, well, Farid, you might be good, but you're not dumb, so you can't join. I'm sorry. Akil of the Desert. You're also not dumb. Hakim the Cripple. No. No. Okay, and this Promise Potential is also no. Not Promise Potential. Discover Talent. Okay, good talk. Exorbitant prices here. Alright. Potion of Knowledge I will get. Taxidermist, nothing. Okay. Alright, let's put Dieter into the lineup again, and then we just begin traveling. Three Skull Caravan contract. If this were Legends, this would be fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. We could just train up with the training equipment all the way there. Do other camping tasks. And we'd also get a ludicrous amount of experience for just doing the contract. Even if not attacked. You come across a man in military garb with a pair of similarly dressed guards. Between them is a man with his arms and legs tied akimbo to a giant mortar, his torso facing into the barrel, his head resting atop its sides. He looks up at you with a side eye. Ah, traveler, I'm in quite the predicament. You see, these fine, muted gentlemen wish to splash me across the sands, using the greatest technical marvel of our age. Whilst I can see the benefit of avoiding the executioner's rusted sword, I must confess that to have my final moment be one of watching my own body parts bomb the desert creatures, to be one of severe embarrassment. A fair penalty for some crimes, no doubt, but I am a mere thief. Military executioner glances at you, but just as the thief said, he appears to be a mute, or possibly deaf, as his role as mortarman might imply on its own. Well, this doesn't concern us. I don't remember, maybe you can get a free recruit out of that, but that would piss off the Southerners. We don't want that to happen, especially at this point in the run. And while we go through El Hadet, while it's very likely that nothing has happened here, let's take a look if anything's different. There's more backgrounds here to recruit. Naheb is sure-footed and dexterous, but he's not dumb. Khalid, Rising Star, he can be converted without being dumb. Assassins, I believe, can't be done. Okay, is this Rising Star any good? It looks like no. Yeah, that's going to be a no from me. Alright, we move on. We see the lead worm tracks. I would imagine they're afraid of us though, so they shouldn't be attacking. Yeah, run away. Run away, you cravens, you craven cowards. I'll once again choose no ambition out of those options. Splitterberg will stop by here. Couple of deserters here. This one might actually be okay, maybe. 2-star 62 melee skill. Never mind, he's bright. He can't be converted. He's also iron lunged. Okay, goodbye. Would need brain damage. The other one. 66 melee skill, no stars, 1-star melee defense. That's close, but I'd still say no. Yeah, no. Especially with that initial level up. Well, we tried. Let's carry on. Okay, the top lineup is in. I guess I could go zoomy speed. Sure. Meow. Nomads want to fight us. They're an easy group though, so they can die. And actually, since they're an easy group, let's use the leveling lineup instead. Shield guys out. Oh, you silly nomads and your silly pocket sands and arrows and ball mazes. Okay, taking a bit of damage here on Horik, but it should be fine. They're going for Dieter, who's actually wavering. Dieter, it will be fine. You can relax. I'll lower the combat speed. This is starting to look a little bit hairier than I initially thought. Couple of blade dancers with sword lances. Anyways, will this be a kill? Maybe. Bit unlikely, but maybe. Okay. Left at 2 hit points. So not quite. I would have been a berserk for a double kill. Potentially. Yay! Vanquisher, I actually used it. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous, even for Dieter. If one of these heavy weapons manages to hit, we also have this back line here. So he needs some help. Luckily for him, there is help on its way. Just moved there for 3 allies. What else? Rotate Horik, can move their attack once there. Just advance. Alright. Emotional support if nothing else. So I could wait and attack this guy maybe. Maybe. I think I'll move... I don't know. Maybe here? That keeps the vigilant thing going. I already used backup land, did I not? Yes, I did. So I'm too far for the hold steady. So we probably just move somewhere, but wait first, I guess. Hold steady hits up to here. Yeah, 93. I will do this. It's your job, and if one of you dies, then it should be you, Mattis. You will serve Davkul the best in that manner. Though we're probably completely fine here. Probably. I'll wait just in case I want to rotate. Raban, just walk away from this, I think. Tries to move there. Strange. Okay, yeah, 34's there to hit, but still that was fine because of the parry. One of these days, though, it might not be fine. Three allies is a thing, but I can accomplish that with someone else. Actually, if I move here, can I attack twice with Horik? He'll have 3 allies after moving there. So I think yes. Yes. And that inspires Randolph. Okay, I'll go ahead and use the taunt for once. So why do I have 8 action points? I did not use... I used second wind, yes, but I didn't use Engard, so what the... I'm confused. I am very confused. Why the hell do you have so many action points? There might be a bug, or I'm missing something. I'll taunt you. And also hit him. Alright. Lucky. Hmm. Did I miscount? It seems I did. He had 11 action points. Was he inspired earlier somehow? I don't know. Anyways, it seems he can attack once. I should go for someone else in that case, like maybe this one. But there's the chance of being stunned. And also just taking damage. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Okay, stop it. Don't kill the donkeys. Don't kill anyone, in fact. Well, I was expecting that to be a kill, but apparently not. Are you still taunted? You should be. Yes, you are. There we go. What? Oh, okay. Well, you're trying to help, and it's the thought that counts. I guess. Now he's stunned. Forgot about second wind there. Oh well. That's too bad. This guy is inspired. So that's 2 attacks with that. Potentially not fun. Oh well. What can you do? Oh, he just decides to... Okay. Sure. Oh, you... Oh, yeah. He's getting away. There we go. Alright. Kind of underestimated this, but end result is good. And also, yes, level up for Wilhelm, level 10. Let's go ahead and take Shockwave. Okay, so Wesenstadt is soon to be here. We find a thief. Give that poor guy some food and water. You lose some rice. We gain a thief who is not good enough. Okay, goodbye. Alright, Wesenstadt. Let's see if there's anything or anyone. Selling price. Good enough. Recruits. Back to basics. Militia. Well, we'll see. Gottfried the Strong, who is not dumb, predictably. Okay, you are not impressing me, so goodbye. Stalwart decorated salad. Stolen during the last orc invasion. Southwest. So I think this is the same rumor we've had before. Anyways, so it's a helmet, I guess. Okay, once again, these ambitions are not something I care for. Here we are, at Quadim. So was it worth it? Moving sands, 15% less items for sale. No famed weapons. No famed armor. Ocean of knowledge. Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing. But the recruits. There's a cultist. He is very bad. one of the worst I've seen. There's a couple of contracts here. Hunt down serpents, maybe. Tribe of Nomads, one skull, probably not. Actually, the serpents might also be here. We've had that before. We could just sail away. So it's now day 431. So 15 days since the sacrifice. So we have, I think, 6 days to go until that can again trigger. We have a level 10 cripple. And a level 10 beggar, so soon enough, probably next episode, we will see if they succeed. Go ahead and give them those potions of knowledges. Anyways, I think I'll leave the episode here. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.